Today I'm going to take a look at a new Lenovo phone. It's the K80M version, which has 4 gigabytes of RAM. It has a full HD screen, and it has a 13 megapixel front camera, 5 megapixel rear camera, and what is the most important thing is that it has an Intel CPU which runs on 64 bits, and it has a large 4000 milliamps battery. So let's take a look at this phone first. Let's take it out of the box. Right, so you get a small manual, and here is the phone. Let's see first what's in the box. We get this nice package, an adapter for the SIM cards, and we get some Lenovo things here, some promotional scratch code, probably some games or other things like that. And further on, we have a USB cable, micro USB plug, which is now standard for this kind of devices. And here is the power charger, which is a normal USB charger that has an output of 2 amps at 5.2 volts. So this should charge the device pretty fast. Let's look at the phone itself. We can see some indications here about the screen size, which is 5.5 inches, and that it has OIS optical image stabilization system, and an Intel Moorfield CPU. This is the phone. You do not have access to the battery. It's enclosed inside. The SIM slot is here, so you can only open it up with this included adapter here. Let's see if the phone powers on, if it has enough battery. And I'm going to take this off. Much better. So the phone is up and running, and first thing that it's visible is the smoothness of the graphical interface, which is very fluid. Let's take a quick look into the settings. Kind of a standard menu with lots of added extra stuff. Let's see about device. Okay, status, device information. It has Android 4.4.4. It doesn't have Android 5. It's probably an update for it about now. 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the CPU that runs at 1.8 gigahertz. I'm going to install some apps on it to see how it runs, and try to install also some benchmark utilities to assess its performance. I have installed some benchmark applications. I'm going to start with AnTuTu Benchmark. And my device is not compatible with this version of AnTuTu, so it's a bit of a disappointment. Let's try the other benchmark application, 3D Mark. This should run on this phone. The test is over, and let's see the score, which is very good. As you can see, we have a note about that this device is very powerful, and I can tell you that benchmark is very smooth. It has 40-60 frames per second in most of the scenes. It rarely drops to 30 frames per second. It's very fluid. Let's move on to a more real life situation, like a game. I'm going to clear the running apps. It has a built-in task manager, which is very effective. I'm going to start Asphalt 8 game. The game runs good. It's also smooth. It doesn't seem to have any kind of lag or shuttering. Let's take a look also at camera options. So in the camera menu, you have scene modes, picture size. You do not have an option to actually choose the resolution. You can only choose the format of the image. On video settings, you can select the recording resolution and it goes to Full HD. Also, you have this tri-axial leveling, which should make the image more smooth, but it doesn't seem to affect the image in any kind of way. So anyway, I'm going to take the phone outside and take some sample pictures and videos with it, which I'm going to add. As for the pros and the cons, I really like the battery life and the screen. The screen is very bright and the battery life is very good with screen brightness at maximum and 5 minute sleep time. Playing games, doing benchmarks and other stuff like that. Only a small amount of battery was depleted. But these are the good things. The bad things is that the built-in browser, it's a kind of a spam browser, which starts with commercials and it runs in Chinese, and it comes with a home page full of other commercials, and if you try to run it again, it will bring another commercial and it will add a lot of shortcuts on the main screen that take you on various websites, which I do not like. And this is the built-in browser, and you can see it has commercials again when you exit it. The same thing go to YouTube, which is a built-in version which we cannot uninstall or reinstall, and it's a very bad version because most of the time it will not start or it will lock, and it's also very limited as you cannot actually select the resolution of the played video. You only have a switch here for enabling or disabling HD video, but no other information. You cannot, only you can pause it or skip the video, and that's all. And you can select HD or not, which is not good. And I'm going to show you in Google Play. In Google Play Store, if I go to YouTube, this YouTube version is already installed. I cannot uninstall it, I can only open it, and the only option in the menu is to disable it completely, but that's not the case. So I don't know what was the idea with the built-in software, but it's not good at all. And this YouTube will crash very often, like it did now, and there is no way to get it back to work again, only if you restart the phone. And I say that this is a major con for this phone. You can see that the app has stopped responding, and if I want to close it, I can even use the task manager here. I'm going to clean all the apps. I'm going to check it's closed, and if I want to start it again, it will freeze again probably. When I try to play a video, well, this time it did load, but if you play with it a few times, it will crash so bad that it will not be usable. So I'm also going to try a factory reset, but if this is a built-in app, I doubt that it will correct the problem. So this is the Lenovo K80, good and fast hardware, but poor software. And I'm going to show you something else bad about its software. If I go to about device and want to check system update, you can see unfortunately settings has stopped, so you cannot check the version if there is a new one. So very bad in software category. Probably if you are interested in this model, you should search first if there is a update for a better operating system or optimized version for it. Until then, bye bye.